Good morning, my friends. This morning is not a shaving video. This is part of the video challenge, eating peppers. And because I am a giant wimp, I'm going to start out with one of these. This is a jalapeno. We just got back from the grocery store, and I had to search like crazy to get one even this small. It's what, about 3 inches long. Most of them were meal sized, would feed a family of 4, and I didn't want to make an entire breakfast of this, so I did find a smaller specimen that will fit in my mouth. I didn't want to have to maw down a great big monster. So I guess we will begin. I will cut the end off. Now you say I should keep the white part. Is that? I guess that's a pretty good place to start. It's still an awful big pepper. Now we'll start the timing after I've started chewing, I think, right? Okay, here we go. I'm frightened. I do not like this. I do not like this, Sam I am. By the way, while I was there, I did manage to get a decent looking serrano pepper, and they threw in this little guy here for free because it was too small to weigh on the scales. Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was a big pepper. And I got the hiccups too. It doesn't hurt. It's kind of hot. But the hiccups are going already. And I've got it in the back of my throat already. While we're sitting here, let me look behind me right here. That's our new bathroom mirror, which I haven't put in yet. We're going to replace the existing big plate. Got with this one mostly because it has that storage down below. Yep. I told you I'm a giant wimp for this stuff, so these two are probably going to go uneaten. We've got 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go, so might as well get to know each other. We had a tremendous deluge here yesterday, so much so that, as you may have read in the other place, I have a bit of a problem with water in my basement because our house was built where it is, and then there's a big hill behind our house. Well, somebody decided that would be a great place to build a housing development, and so they did. And all of the drainage comes down the hill, and by a great touch of luck, it comes right through my backyard and into my drainage system. So when we woke up yesterday morning, it had been raining all night. And my newly designed sump system, and the heat is right now kind of Mick-Jaggering me here. I heard just a solid pump instead of the pump cycling on and off. So I went downstairs, and the primary crock, what I did was next door neighbor is a civil engineer, so we together designed a new crock system where I have primary crock, and that's the original one, came with the house. And then a much larger crock next to it with a pipe connecting them. And it had overwhelmed the primary crock and was flowing over into the secondary crock. Secondary crock was cycling off and on, but the main crock was overwhelmed, which tells me that everything that was pumping out of the other one was going to end up in my basement. But it didn't. And within a few hours, it slowed down raining, and then this morning it's just pumping a little bit. But I still don't have a storm sewer on our street. So I've been going to the, I think I told you guys about that. I've been going to the city council meetings, and I'm whining about it. Because our street is dry today, because the sun is actually kind of trying to peek out. This is a front room over here. And the streets are dry except for about a 2.5 foot wide river coming from my sump pump out discharge. And the poor people 2 houses down are trying to put in a new driveway. And here comes all my water messing up their concrete right there at the bottom of their driveway. So they're very happy with me. This got 4 minutes and 50 seconds, and the heat is already calming down quite a bit, except for my lips, because that was such a big pepper. There were Anaheim peppers there also, and I don't really know what those were, but they were every bit as big as those jalapeños that we got. So I didn't want to make a meal of either one of them, so I got the smallest one of those two that I could find. This one bothers me because it is also quite large. It's a Serrano. Most of those were really green too, so I got a pretty yellow one. It was the only one that had any color in that box. And then I searched high and low, just like Chris, to find a small, what do we call these again? Well, one of these, habanero, which I no doubt will not consume, because I'll probably hiccup myself and then just like disappear into the black hole that when I collapse into myself. Now I should probably get something in my stomach, but I wanted to eat this thing before I lost my nerve. Got up out of bed and said, okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store, get a pepper, and then eat it, and then get it over with. You got to start the morning. If you got to swallow a toad, you might as well do it first thing in the morning, because your day goes up from there. And this has been kind of an ordeal, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Right at first, I had the hiccups. I was doing some reading about why some foods are bad for you. And it's the food's self-defense system. They don't really want to be eaten, so they come up with ways to make themselves unappealing or unappetizing to the critters that are going to come up and eat them. So something tells me that the native habitat for these guys must not have a whole lot of other stuff to eat, and so they really don't want to be eaten, because they sure made themselves hot. And jalapeños, I guess that's the one I ate, must be from a place where they still don't want to be eaten, but there's a lot of other good things to eat. This is not going as badly now as I had imagined. I'm feeling emboldened. I may yet do the Serrano. Not today. I don't know. It depends. We'll see how this plays out. I can't eat bell peppers because they give me the winds real bad. So I am unsure as to whether these are going to give me the hot, spicy winds, or if they're going to be, I have the right biomes in my guts to keep this from coming out as hot exhaust. We've got a minute 11 seconds to go. I shed no tears, though, you will note, and my eyes aren't red. I just had the hiccups. So I think, as far as heat-wise, this was a good place to start. I typically, like I said, am a wimp for hot, spicy food, but I do eat Thai food. But it's like pad Thai, which doesn't really count as spicy. It's just got a little bit of spice, but not spicy. And I don't think that I would survive in Mexico, so I guess I'll stay north a little bit, where they make reasonable foods, and eat my Asian food, which doesn't get that bad, except in Thailand. I have 14 seconds, and then I have some orange juice here that I'm going to consume. We went to looks like I'm done. Well, guys, that was video one, maybe of several. We'll see. But thank you for staying with me for 10 minutes, and we'll see you next time.